Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks.
Oh.
Please step out onto the curbside.
Welcome to another week of the Curbside Podcast, the podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. My name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am your Taiwanese American Southern Californian.
What's up, everybody? Driver 26. My name's Parth. Jesus. This is the earliest we've recorded. So
Yeah.
my name's Parth. I drive a 2016 M3. I live in Northern California, Bay Area.
And I'm Andrew. I drive a 2014 Subaru BRZ and a 20... No.
He was doing so well the past 2 weeks.
2014 BRZ.
No, 2014 Evo 10 MR and a 2015 Subaru BRZ. Sorry, I just woke up. I slept for like 4 hours.
Yeah, what? It's
Tired.
Like, what time
I mean,
is it?
it is 11
12
o'clock.
in the morning.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
early for us.
That's usually when I wake up.
I slept at like 4:30
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
because COVID is ruining my life.
Yeah. I have to wear this hat if you're watching this on YouTube. Because, like, well, actually, now my hair looks better because I've had flattened it out.
There we go.
Yeah, well, it was all messed up. Yeah, open the country, need a haircut.
I'm kind of adjusted because I was at Costco this morning to get
Oh.
food to grill for Mother's Day.
Early morning
Cute.
Costco run will get you awake quick.
Yeah, dude. We showed up there at like what 8:45, 9, and there was like a line around the building almost.
Early morning Costco run can potentially ruin your entire day. I hate going to Costco.
We just send my dad because, you know, they have the thing that if you're 60 or older, you
Yeah,
get to go in early on certain days.
yeah.
So we just send my dad and he gets to walk in like nothing.
Dude, it's weird. It's weird times. Every freaking cash register has the plastic shield. The guys checking your receipt at the door have plastic shields. Every sink in the bathroom has a plastic shield next to it.
Damn.
Dude, what's weird is golf started on Monday.
Uh-huh.
And it's so weird now at the golf course. Like,
Yeah.
They're plastic shields.
They only allow like one person into the pro shop at a time. Most of the places are requiring that you do your tee time reservation online. Also, you can only play as a single or you can play as a twosome if you're from the same house. Some places have started golf carts on like I think Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
One rider per cart apparently, even if you're from the same house. And the first come, first serve.
Really?
Yeah. The weirdest part is the holes.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no such thing as a regular golf hole anymore.
The plastic shield around it?
Dude, basically, like at one of the courses we played, they had this like elaborate contraption which literally looked like a golf hole reversed.
Yeah.
So it was sticking up and then the pin was in a hole, but then like the hole was blocked off. So like the best part was instead of actually having to putt, you just kind of slam the ball at the hole and hope it ricochets off the thing because it counts.
Oh, so if you just hit the thing, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. If you hit the thing, it counts.
That's okay.
That takes a huge amount off the pressure of putting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. That's why the first day back after like months,
Yeah.
and I'm just slamming putts at the hole, putting like I've never putted before just because of how the
Okay.
course is.
Dude, heck, I could play
drive
golf at
that thing.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
And then one course had I swear these guys went to like the dollar store, bought like a bunch of pool noodles and cut them up, and then they shoved it in the hole so that the ball wouldn't actually go in the hole.
What's the point?
Yeah.
The good thing is, at least when you're golfing, you feel like there's no such thing as COVID because you kind of like lose yourself and outside and like it's nice and everything.
Yeah.
As soon as you come back to like the clubhouse and then you have to put your mask on, you're like, oh shit, back to reality. It's like a nice reality escape when you go out on the golf course for 9 or 18 holes.
Good news though. Andrew found some shoes for his car.
I thought you were just gonna stop at shoes, and I was.
I was like, I did. Yeah, I'm looking at a set of some Rota grids some replica dream wheels of mine.
Hey, it's almost there. It's in the
Yeah,
right
I'm
color too.
I'm not spending like $3,500 on some daily driven wheels.
Is that what they cost?
TEs,
Jesus.
yes.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Nah, go BBS, dude.
I have BBS.
Yeah, he already has
Oh, you do have BBS. Yeah.
What
The
color are those
furs?
wheels you're getting?
They're called slate blue, so it's like a very muted blue.
Those are blue. It looks sick.
Yeah, those are amazing.
I was
like a ver-
thinking something else completely.
A neon
Like a very
blue.
bright blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, that's too much. But yeah, these slate, they're like a really dark blue. It's almost black in the right light.
When you first told me you were getting blue wheels, I was like, what? And then he showed me pictures of Evos with these blue wheels, and I was like, oh yeah.
It works.
For everybody else who's like me, they're not actually blue. Like they're not really blue at all.
Yeah, it's like a mix of like black and like a dark blue. But,
You excited for some wheels?
Yeah, I just want to pick these up already. They're local too. They're in Hayward, like perfect spec too. 18 by 9.5 plus 20. So I'm probably just gonna stretch my 245s onto here.
If you guys want to check out what that fitment looks like, you guys should follow us on Instagram. You'll probably
Yeah.
post it there.
When are you picking these up?
Well, I'll go today if the guy freaking answers me. I don't know if they're
Oh.
open today, but
I'm actually really excited. I think your car's gonna look so sick after this.
yeah, I think it looks pretty good. This spec, the concave looks pretty close to the TE or the TEs.
Should be that guy. Put some Volks Racing stickers on it.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Like I get the whole real wheel thing and I'd love to do that, but
You also need that real money thing, which
Yeah.
is
yeah.
That's an extra part of it.
And if I spent $3,000 on some wheels and I curbed them, I would probably end it all.
plus you're not like tracking the Evo. You know, you're not every weekend.
No.
You're not out at Laguna setting lap times in your Evo.
Yeah, and the interesting thing too, I did a little bit of research on Rhoda and like their whole manufacturing process. They actually manufactured OEM wheels for like Dodge, Mitsubishi back in the day.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, and their
Are these-
testing process is like super similar to what Ray's does with their wheels.
Are these forged?
No, they're low pressure cast wheels.
Okay.
Yeah, so Andrew's little car project here has really got me itching to buy car parts myself right now. And honestly, like you guys having 4-door sedans makes me like, I want a practical car too to go with my
Yeah.
S2K. And I was like, but getting a practical car, I have to save money for like 10,000 years. But then I was like, last night I was talking with Andrew. I was like, hey, why don't for my next car, whenever that happens, I just get a cheap ass Subaru?
Yes,
Like a
and I
old
agree with that
Forester for
100%.
like- isn't that? So I was asking Andrew, I was like, is that a bad idea? Will it blow up? And Andrew's like, it'll probably blow up.
Yeah, all you have to do is Google Ringland failure.
But then he was like, rebuild the engine. I was like, oh yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And then I ended up watching Gears and Gasoline, his build on his STI Forester. I was like, oh
Yeah,
gosh,
so good.
I really want me one of these now. So
Yeah.
question to you guys, if you guys had a project car that you would want to work on, what would it be and what would you do to it?
Before we get into that, let's narrow it down because how many projects?
Let's say,
man.
okay,
What kind of project?
let's do one project car.
Uh-huh.
Let's do under,
One to do it all.
let's say under $5,000 for the
Under
car
$5
itself.
grand?
For the car itself,
Jesus Christ.
Talking
Part is-
beaters.
I'm
Part is
out.
into the expensive stuff.
Yeah. This is already this shit was already hard for me. Like when we were discussing this, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna pick? And now I picked one, and I'm like, it's not under $5 grand.
Typical bay trash.
Yeah. I just like the quality things in life, man. Not the
You
fucking
can still get quality under $5,000.
Home
man.
Depot fucking build in a shed shit.
You and all the other bay trash.
There you go,
around
man.
here.
I gotta.
I'm not even giving a budget on how you could build it, man. $5,000 for the car. What would you do, Andrew? You're not like Parth here. You got your eyes open.
Yeah.
I have my eyes closed. Me. All right. Yeah, makes fucking sense.
I mean, you're the one that's like, oh, that's the budget for poor people.
$5 grand, dude. $5 grand can get you toilet paper these days.
I'm on Craigslist right now.
Mm-hmm.
Price maximum $5,000. I would love to go down the path of like saying the Forester as well, but you're going to say that.
Yes. I have stolen your answer already.
Then I will say Legacy. No. No, but actually, like on a serious note, like an old Subaru would
Go
make
fuck
an.
yourself. Who the?
I was like, damn.
It's like 5-3 doesn't like these sort of cheap cars, huh?
No, dude, some guys just going hammer with a shovel or some shit outside. Jesus.
Sorry for calling you bay trash. Jesus. An old Subaru, like in the Legacy, like the Forester you're going to steal from me, or an Outback is like the perfect project car.
Right?
As long as you get the XT model, those would just be like perfect because you can do an off-road build with a little bit of suspension modification. You can do a track build and then use it as a street car as well.
Yeah.
You get either a 2-liter or a 2.5-liter turbo engine. You get all-wheel drive. You get, I like Subaru's manual transmissions. I would definitely get it in manual for project car.
Or just swap it if it's going to cost you like what?
Yeah.
2-3 grand for the car.
STI swap everything.
Yeah. You could get up to a point where the car is like completely built and it's not more than, I don't know, a new Outback.
Yeah. So the parts market for all the old Subarus are like, it's gigantic too, because Subarus, like old Subarus and even new Subarus now, they're kind of like Legos. You can literally just pull parts from like every car and just swap them together.
Yeah, because they're basically the same car.
Yeah, same platform.
Different trims, basically.
Yeah, if you want to lower an old Outback, you get WRX suspension. Since you're going to take the Forester, I will say a Legacy wagon or an Outback, which is the same thing.
Yeah,
Lifted.
You lower an Outback and it's a Legacy wagon.
Yeah.
What would you do to it though?
What would I do to it? I would have like 3 different suspension setups ready to go. My buddy had one. He had the Outback XT. I think it was an 04. And I think the stock height for that is pretty good. I would just maybe lift it, add like a 2-inch strut spacer, lift it a little bit, get some nice rally wheels, either Methods or Enkis, or I don't know, the Sparkle wheels are pretty nice too. Get some nice beady tires. I think I would just call it a day. I would honestly, if I didn't STI swap it, I would just keep it stock.
Well, I was talking to you yesterday. I was like saying, because the reason why we can't both pick Forester, because we would do probably the exact same thing to it.
Yeah.
So for my Forester, I would definitely rally wheels, OZ racing wheels.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty sick with the big beefy tires, lifted lights, lots of lights.
Yeah, light bars, LEDs, fog lights, like 10 fog lights.
Yeah, bash bar. I put a winch on it, maybe even a spare tire on the back. In terms of mechanical stuff, I was thinking to myself, if I overbuild an engine, like have like forged internals and stuff, without actually putting too much extra power into it, would it just be super reliable?
Chilling.
I could have a Forester that lasts a million years.
I'm going to share my screen real quick just to show you guys. Look at the versatility
Oh shit.
of this car.
That's the best thing about
Literally
Subarus.
do it all.
Yeah. You could have just one Subaru, right? And just have the parts ready. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, have stock struts with spacers here, coilovers for the weekend or whatever. Dude, that's amazing.
Friday's here, guys. Let me go and swap out the parts in the Forester.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go to Joshua Tree and go camping. Grab me the lifted suspension and the wheels, please.
Yeah.
I got a track day. Or no, it's more or less track day. I got a car show on Saturday morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I couldn't think of a better platform to do a project car than a Subaru.
Yeah.
Because what are your requirements for a project car? I think number 1, they should be interesting.
Yes.
Number 2, easy to work on.
Yes.
That's like the definition of those 2 things are the definition of all Subarus. And
have you ever tried changing spark plugs on a Subaru?
Oh, okay. That's a different. Yeah, but okay, you get that in exchange for your easy oil changes.
Yeah, I think for me, having a solid community to back you up is super important on a project too.
Yeah, multiple sources of help, multiple sources of parts. So all those characteristics, I was like, what qualifies for that? Oh, it sounds like a Subaru. Well, Andrew and I have done ours. So let's give Parth a handicap, okay? Clearly, $5,000 is too little for him.
Now you're increasing my budget? Jesus Christ, I just found one.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Give it to us.
Found this gem.
Oh, what? A 96 M3?
Yeah, I didn't think you would find one of these for under $5,000.
I didn't think I'd find one either. But this shit, look at the history of this, why it's under $5,000. Flagged issued, salvage history, accident check. Oh, there's no accidents.
6 owners.
It has a Tennessee. I found it like Tennessee. It's probably like some part of Tennessee that nobody goes to in Nashville.
Yeah.
And why are our prices so low? We are far from the typical dealership. All right, they're far from a typical dealership. Anyway, so I found this thing because I'm like, well, if we're going this route, I should stick to something I know. And I was like, BMW. And I'm like, this guy then he said 5,000. I was going for an E46, like a nice, cheap, used E46. And just
how much is a cheap used E46?
I found one for like 6,400.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not too. I thought it was like 64,000. I'm like, bro.
No. I mean, ideally, I would have gone for an E39 M5 before they started appreciating. That would have been like 10K, maybe. That would have been a fantastic project car, but I'll take this instead.
These are great, dude. I think
they're fantastic. It's
really
a good,
awesome.
Nice, solid platform. It's German, so you know the engine and the transmission will
No, I'm
work.
just kidding.
Will work. Besides that, I don't expect any of the electronics to work. The interior is not bad for how much mileage this guy has on it.
No, that's clean.
The interior is better than the exterior, honestly.
That's not bad, yeah.
A lot of exterior work for sure.
Which isn't bad. It doesn't look like it's dented up or anything. You could like.
It's not like crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could repair it and wrap it.
Yeah, probably a wrap. A wrap would be a good idea. Some wheels for sure. Some body exterior bits. Like, I think that front part of the splitter is kind of gone to shit, looks like.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
get
can't
some
get over this
brakes.
crack house dealership.
I know, right? I told you, dude. Basically, just first of all, fix everything that's wrong with it.
Uh-huh.
Headlights, wheels, body bits, and then make it track oriented. So it's just like a track beater. Take out the rear seats, put some bars in there, carbon ceramics. Maybe, I don't remember if these have, because right now BMWs have 2 cats. They have it in the downpipe and the mid pipe. If it does have 2 cats, get rid of the secondary cats.
This one might have no cats.
This one That's fine. That's fine. But besides that, like, I mean, for $4,500, like, it's not.
Yeah, that's really good.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I didn't say this because I didn't think you could find one.
I didn't say this because I just don't want to work on a German car.
Yeah, that too, actually.
Yeah.
Gotta get your torque screws and your like proprietary BMW
Oil filter remover.
Hey, see, Parth, look, you found one for under $5,000.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
See, you could do it, Parth. You got this. You got this.
I just have to go to Tennessee, this jank ass fucking crackhead dealership.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm gonna show up $4,500 to give them, and they're gonna steal the rest of my shit. So I'm gonna end up losing more.
Good choice.
I'll
Didn't
go
think
with
you
this
had
one.
it in you.
I didn't think I had it in me either, to be honest.
Yeah, probably next car is going to be probably an old Subaru. But anyway, with that being said, shall we go to our break? All right, our break. Couple things. It is this week we're recording, at least it's Nurses Week, National Nurses Week. So with that, thank you to all our nurses out there doing the good work right now. It is also what's it called?
Mother's Day weekend?
Mother's Day weekend. It's that. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to our mothers.
Yay, moms.
And it is also National Mental Health Awareness Month, which is something I personally struggle with. So I would like to say for everyone out there who deals with that issue, your mental health is just as important as your physical health, because if they both go unchecked, you know, the result is the same. It doesn't hurt to go talk to someone. It doesn't make you any lesser. but it's good. And if you don't struggle particularly, it's still good to see a therapist for maintenance. Keep that in
Maintenance.
check. Yep.
Yeah.
You
Like you
gotta
take your
Gotta
car.
get your standard. You gotta get your standard oil checks and
Yeah. Gotta
Get
change
that
out
oil
your
filter
timing
replaced.
belt a bit
Yeah.
eventually. And you can find us at the curbsidepodcast.com, where you can find all the links to our stuff.
And you can find us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast. We've been posting more. Jeffrey posts snippets of the show onto there. I post pictures of my cars and my broken wheels. Yeah, we post good stuff on there. So go check us out. Yeah, at the Curbside Podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at Curbside Pod and Facebook. Just look us up.
Pod posted a video finally for his quarantine.
Yay!
It's the easiest edit Jeffrey ever had to do.
It's a drive of him and his M3 along what road?
On highway, that one was Highway 9 near Saratoga.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that road.
All right, so nice.
I love that road.
You can email us at the curbsidepodcast@gmail.com if you want to sponsor us, or if you just want to email us, send it.
Yeah. You can sponsor the podcast or our cars.
Yes.
Both.
Which is both sponsoring the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with that.
Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to saying that it's not too soon.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I swear to God.
Oh,
dude. I don't think I can handle another Craig my ride this week, honestly.
All right, the news.
Oh, thank God.
Saved by the news.
Oh, I didn't know you guys hated that segment so much.
No, I didn't hate it.
No, I just
The
hate
thing
it when you
scares
go.
me. It scares the shit out of me. I got some news. I'm going to start with some controversial, apparently. Controversial news. So last weekend, Indy Racing, they did this iRacing IndyCar event. It's basically simulator racing, and it's apparently legit. Like, they had sponsors, teams. There were guys like over there instead of like calibrating your car, they were calibrating like the computers and everything and shit.
Yeah.
And like it was legit. It was fully legit, and it had like it was televised and money on the line, like full racing event. Like the guys who were racing had like full simulator set up with like 3 massive screens and a chair, and like they're wearing the racing gloves and shit. So apparently this guy named Simon Pagenaud, don't know who that is, intentionally wrecked into Lando Norris, who's a Formula One guy, because Lando Norris started winning. Pagenaud was leading, and then Pagenaud was leading. Lando Norris started catching up, and Pagenaud was like, "Oh, I'm gonna crash into this guy." Boom, crashes him, wrecks the whole race. Everyone's sad. And then Pagenaud lies that, "Oh, I didn't see him there," and apparently that is a lie. That was confirmed that he lied about saying that.
Is this the video you sent us?
Yeah.
Because in the video, it didn't seem like he was like, I accidentally crashed it. I mean, he said he was trying to pit him or something.
Yeah. But apparently later on, they found out like it was intentional. Okay. The only reason I found out about this shit was because Chris Harris tweeted, and I saw his tweet. There's woken up to what appears to be a large argument over a computer game. Weird. And then Tiff Nadell retweeted that and said, "Not weird if you had been with us having a beer and watching the only sort of motorsport we have to watch, and found the whole thing spoiled by a petulant bit of childish retaliation." And then Chris Harris replied to that and said, "Go and have a walk, Tiffany. Hope I spelt that correctly." And then Tiff says, followed by more childish retaliation, Harriet. So like these two guys like started going at it.
Were they serious?
I don't think. I mean, because they're friends.
I guess
they've talked with each other before, like in actual.
This Twitter like back and forth between these two is kind of the entire sentiment of people who know about this on the Twitter world. There's people that are like, "Oh, it's just a video game. Like, you know, don't worry about it." You know, that's what some people are like. Well, it is a video game, but this is important because it was being treated by like a real race with you know, like money and sponsorships and everything. So sportsmanship should go into that too. In real life, he wouldn't have crashed into Lando Norris because it would have killed him. Like just because it's a video game and he wants to win, doesn't mean you have to ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. Gaming is serious now, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you have money on the line. Like, just for example, like Fortnite, the World Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is so much money. Like, first place won like $3 million. Like, if imagine someone either cheating or just bad sportsmanship on that, people would lose their shit.
Yeah.
So what would you guys
Oh.
what do you guys think about the people who, discount esports as an actual
I think it's like they should take it more seriously with like, I know it's not just like, watching your friends play Super Smash anymore.
Yeah.
It's serious. There's big money. There's huge brands that are putting millions of dollars into this.
There's big money, there's like strategy.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
and you need like incredible because you need to
You do need to be talented
you need
in
to
the
be
pool of like
talented,
gamers that are
Yeah.
out there now.
and you need to have
Um,
stamina to play all the
Yeah. But to get back to Parth's thing, I think that's why people are taking it so seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. And which is something like, I don't care if it's like esports or regular sports, sportsmanship is still a thing.
Yeah.
Like in real life, he wouldn't have done that to Lando Norris because they both would be dead.
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
got his
You know?
head chopped off getting rear-ended in a Formula or in an Indy car.
Exactly. And it would have been, they were going like 180 or 170 miles an hour. And the
Yeah.
way he crashed into him, they'd both be dead instantly.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's like kind of using that as a, hey, I'll just crash into him because I want to win.
Mhm.
Yeah, and what he was
It's not-
saying too, it was like he said he was going to go into pit, but like he slowed down and got right in front of the Lando guy and then just smashed into him.
And he said he's going to the pit and he's in the far right side of the track.
Yeah. He wasn't close, like the pit lane was like right there, and he was
Yeah.
kind of like in the middle, more towards the right.
Yeah, so I don't think so, and I think it's like I don't agree with Chris Harris on this one. It's not just a video game because it kind of shows the person's actual thought
I was gonna
process.
say I don't think it's right to really discount what happened because it's a video game,
Yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean,
it's
that's
a
what a
matter
lot
of
of people-
principle at this point.
and at this rate, we shouldn't discount video games because
Yeah,
it's heck
Probably
the
one of
money
the
in
biggest
video
industries.
games.
yeah, it's one of the biggest industries right now.
Oh well, I thought we would disagree on that, but sounds like we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Initially, I
guess so.
thought, I was like, oh, it's just a fucking game, but I didn't know there was actual money. I thought it was just a group of drivers getting together to play, because I've seen there are drivers that are doing that,
Yeah.
like bunch of like F1 drivers getting together and just running sims.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's fine. It's like fuck you, man. I
Yeah,
got him.
yeah.
You're winning. Yeah.
Hit you with the blue
Yeah.
shell, bitch.
No, but this was like, yeah. But like this was like a legit race, and then like that's not cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see F1 drivers play Mario Kart, dude. That would be fantastic. All right, in other news, did you guys see what's going on in Georgia?
All hell is breaking loose.
So Georgia's opened up and whatnot, but in terms of driving, I'm looking at this article here, okay? It says that nearly 20,000 Georgia teens have been issued their driver's license without a road test.
What? Hey, say that again?
Nearly 20,000 Georgia teens are issued driver's licenses without a road test.
Why aren't they having road tests?
So Governor Brian Kemp has suspended the road test requirement for most Georgians applying for driver's license in an April 23rd executive order. I'm guessing to, so because we can't meet at the DMV and whatnot, we shouldn't have to do the driver's test.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be a fun time in Georgia, guys.
Yeah. Next week, let's follow up with traffic accident rates.
Right? Because
Yeah, let's do that.
Georgia is one of the states that's opened up, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've just had 19,483 new teens who've gotten their permit upgraded to driver's license without a test. And when you get your driver's license, are you guys like, I'll just save it for later? Like,
No,
stay
I'm
home.
fucking out.
Right? Exactly. So
And to be honest, I was driving like an idiot as soon as I got my license. I was like, and I had a big V8 to work with when I first got my license too.
and that was after you have, taken a test to
Yeah.
somewhat know some.
Okay, but let's be honest, the test is kind of a fucking joke.
I know.
Yeah, but it gives you a little bit of road experience.
Yeah.
I guess.
How long did these teenagers have their permit for?
For
Oh, for a year,
a
and,
year
a day.
and a day.
Okay,
That's quite
not the
decent.
worst. It's
Yeah.
not the worst,
But half the year was, spent not driving, probably.
but they don't know how to parallel park.
Oh yeah, they don't know how to.
They don't
know-
teach you that shit.
No,
anyway.
they don't know how to stop by the curb and back up straight.
Yeah. I actually don't have a problem with this because I think the test is a joke anyway.
I don't know. It is true that the test is kind of dumb, but like
It's not kind of dumb. It is dumb.
at the
It's
same
straight,
time, at the
it's
same
dumb.
time, you don't get to narrow out the people who really don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Is that what that
that's
test
true.
does? I don't know, man. I told you
I
about the
think so.
German
I think
guy.
so, man. I really do think so. Like some people,
I think the guy that doesn't know how to drive and he studied for the test will still pass rather than the guy who knows how to drive.
hey man, there's still people who don't know how to drive, don't study for the test, and these are the people that are getting left
then
on the
Darwin will take over for those people. Like,
with
that's
someone
okay.
else's life too.
Hopefully not. Hopefully a tree. Hopefully a tree. I think it's not bad. I think get rid of the DMV in general.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
There's no reason, dude. Like they're not doing anything. Like they're not actually making sure this guy knows how to drive. They're
Don't
not.
get rid of the DMV, revamp it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
please.
that's what I meant by get rid of.
Right, okay.
Restructure it.
I did
Make it
a
more
little bit of
useful.
math. 20,000 is 0.2% of Georgia's population, which doesn't seem like much, but when you have 0.2 of the population driving around and potential missiles, I don't know.
And okay, to tack on to that news, this is old news, but it's kind of related to that. Did you guys see this car called the Citroen Ami come out a couple, I don't know, months ago?
No,
this
we
located in
established that
Georgia?
Parth and I
Oh.
don't look at weird cars.
Yeah.
You actually sent this to me, Andrew.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent
good,
this to me.
Andrew?
No, that
So this is the car that
I remember this.
yeah,
I
this is
sent
the
it
one
to you
sent.
because I saw the shape. I was like, Jeffrey would like this, and then I didn't read about it.
No, you were like, "Oh, this is pretty cool with the subscription."
The
service."
subscription.
Yeah. So this is a subscription service car. You pay per month a certain amount. I do not remember how much it was, but this is going to be a legal car that you don't have to buy. You pay per month, and I was like, "Oh, that's well and cool and stuff." But then I saw this one. That this means that people as young as 14 in France and 16 in other European countries will be able to drive this because you do not need a driver's license for this car.
See,
because
again, you forget the fact that people who are 14 or 16 years old in France and Europe probably know how to drive better than people here.
probably not in France. Have you seen people drive in France?
Well, okay, but the French are special. They can just do whatever they want in their own country. But like, come on, the Europeans in general are better drivers than American.
But you look at the interior, okay? What should we give a teen without a driver's license behind the wheel? Let's give them a phone mount,
Phone.
like just right next to the steering wheel.
Yeah. Why do I have a feeling that teens in Europe are also different than us?
No, teenagers everywhere are the same.
So
The
this
car
car's not
goes about
coming
as
here.
fast.
The car goes like 25 miles an hour, I think.
It's fine.
Is it coming here? It's
No,
not coming
no,
here. This
definitely
can't
not.
come here. Okay.
But if you like run over someone at 25 miles an hour, it's still not fantastic.
No, it's not great. It's a cool concept. I don't know how well it would be implemented here in the States.
You think
Yeah.
people without a license should be able to drive
If they're from Europe.
it?
If they're from Europe.
Because I know it's like doesn't go that fast, but I feel like it still could cause some chaos.
I know teenage me would get into one and just
just like ripping around corners.
Yeah.
But how much
Onto the
damage? But how much damage would Andrew, teenage Andrew, do at 25 miles an hour?
A good amount. Yeah, enough. If
I barely take like 90-degree turns in my normal car at 25, like in high traffic. I would absolutely gas to the floor
Yeah.
with
Like
the thing around the
Flores.
corner. Speaking of weird cars, I created a small segment specifically for these two cars that more or less debuted this week and last week. It's called I Think I Hate It. There's a company in Japan called Albermo, similar to Rocket Bunny and Pandem and all that. They do custom body kits. Boom.
Oh my gosh. Just describe what they do, Andrew.
So they take very normal cars and they create body kits to resemble high-end supercars like this RAV4 Urus.
I don't know what you mean by I think I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah. This one's not great, but like it's probably really good quality because it's made in Japan. It's $2,600.
That's it.
Yeah, correct.
Bro, if I had a RAV4, I'm doing that. Like, why not?
I think the RAV4 looks better.
Yeah, RAV4 stock RAV4 looks better.
Why
But
would
you
you
could
do-
look like a yours for $2,400, like just for fun.
Excuse me, this does not look like a Urus.
Yeah.
Okay, but to the untrained eye, you could fool so many. I mean, I am completely against this. I talk about the M guys who are fake all the time. But like,
This
fuck
is
it,
different,
for
though.
$2,400. Yeah.
I do hate this. I don't think I hate it. I hate this one. This next one is a bit controversial in the Curbside team.
I know my. Come on, dude.
Oh.
So what is this, Andrew? What is this?
It's the 488
This is-
Prius. You don't know?
This is a Toyota Prius, 488 Prius.
I like how from the
That's-
front they did a really good job of making it look like a 488.
That is the back that just gave up.
Yeah.
This is good. I like this diffuser.
I'd get that diffuser if I had a Prius.
It's a Prius.
But like, come on, dude.
I had a doll.
It actually looks more like an FF than it does a 488.
Yeah, I was saying like a Berlinetta or an FF.
Yeah.
Happy face ones.
It's even got the the speciale.
The Italian flag stripe
The
on this here
tricolore.
Prius.
And,
I love the
let me
little
just zoom in
badge.
on their badge here. It's a little chicken.
So it's a Ferrari badge, but instead of a horse, it's a chicken.
Chicken, yes.
Yeah.
How
I don't
much is
know.
this
I
one?
like it. How
It's
much
like-
is 108,000 yen?
1,080. Just take off 2 zeros.
$1,000? If I had a Prius, I'm
$1,000?
doing it.
I can't
100%.
Can't read Japanese, but I think there's 2 parts. So total is right under $2,000. I
I'm
would
down.
do this.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I
hell
had a
yeah,
Prius,
I'm
I'm
down.
doing it. Maybe not the chicken badges. I'll stick with the Toyota ones.
I'll
but-
do chicken badges. I'm gonna do some cool wheels. I'm gonna slam it.
If you do it, I gotta get the chicken badges. But hey, well, no, I ain't doing this. You guys do you, man.
Yo, for the price,
like
these
this-
are incredible. I'll get a RAV4 for the daily, and I'll get this chicken Prius for my weekends.
I'm saying if you got a Prius, you just gotta have to live with the fact that you have a Prius.
No, you can get an Albermo.
Yeah,
Gosh, dude.
I would do this. Hundo P. Come on, dude. That looks pretty good. This is a
It does.
Prius we're talking about, and that looks pretty good.
I don't like that at all.
Why can't they make the Prius look?
All right,
like the
this week
actual
Jeffrey
Prius look
sucks.
like that? Yeah.
So did you guys hear about that 5-year-old kid that stole his parents' car
Yes.
to drive to California to
Yes.
buy a Lamborghini for
Yes.
like $3?
Yes.
No.
So
Yes.
in case you guys haven't heard, there was a 5-year-old kid who was being watched by, I think, his sister. Sister fell asleep. Kid was mad because he wasn't allowed to buy a Lamborghini.
Kid was 5.
Kid was 5. Kid takes the keys, steals the parents' car, tries to make his way to California to buy the Lamborghini with the money he has. Cop pulls him over because the guy's going like 25 miles an hour. Cop thinks he's drunk. Pulls him over, finds the 5-year-old boy. The cop was like, I don't think he thought this through very far because in his wallet he only had $3.
Yeah.
But thing is, though, his efforts may have paid off.
Yeah. He's getting offers to like get rides in Lamborghinis and shit.
Yes. So this 5-year-old kid, people saw this news, and someone who owned a Lamborghini drove his Huracan over to him.
That's
So-
awesome.
If I wanted to
him a
go,
ride.
that's fantastic. But thing is, now I want to go steal my parents' car and go buy a Lamborghini, and then can I get a free ride in
You
the
have to be
Huracan?
5 years old.
Why? That's just ageism, bro.
Yeah.
They'll put my ass in jail, and then they'll give this kid a free Lamborghini. Like that's
They
fucked
also
up.
laugh at you at the Lamborghini delership.
But also, apparently, according to this news network, Fox 13 Utah, they say that a company in California has actually offered to fly the kid out to get him behind the wheel of a Lamborghini and actually drive one.
Get the fuck out of here. I identify as a 5-year-old kid.
Right? Like, heck, when I was 5-year-olds, why did I do this?
That's the thing. See, I feel like I was pretty dumb as a 5-year-old. I wish I was smart like this kid, doing shit like this.
Yeah, we didn't think of these clever schemes.
But here's the thing. People are like, "Oh, so this guy, breaks the law. And he gets rewarded by getting free Lamborghinis, and he's a bad kid, and he's getting all this like great stuff." Well, first of all, you don't understand this is how America works. It's free publicity, free marketing for all these companies that are doing it for
Yeah,
him. So
true.
of course they're gonna do it. Second of all, this kid pulled over. Can we talk about how a 5-year-old pulled over
That's
for a police
true, huh? He
officer?
did pull over for a police officer.
A 5-year-old who has zero clue about anything. First of all, drove without hitting anyone, probably obeyed traffic laws for a good amount of time. The only thing he did that raised suspicion was he was going 25 on the freeway. And he then pulled over for the police officer. Hello? He's driving better than 90% of Americans. So, freaking Karen can go fuck off because she's all like pissed and shit.
So kids, go out and steal your parents' cars. You might get a driving a Lamborghini.
Also, next week we do not associate with anything Jeffrey says.
Just kidding, don't do that.
I think the kid's gonna he's a future racing car driver, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, or he's going to be successful and buy his own Lamborghini.
Yeah, seriously.
Or GTA. You know, there's clever thieves out there, like that one movie with Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Well, I wish this kid the best. I hope he gets a Lamborghini at some point in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he will now.
Yeah, he
Lamborghini
definitely
might just for the publicity be like, here's a Lamborghini, kid. Speaking of Lamborghini, Lambo, we never talked about this car actually. There's a new Huracan
It just
called
came
the
out.
Evo. Well, this one's a Spider. The coupe has been out.
Yeah.
But we never talked about it. We missed that one. So they just released a Spider recently, like a few days ago. It looks really nice, actually.
It's rear wheel drive.
Awesome.
Are all Evos rear wheel?
No, I
drive?
think there's an Evo AWD Spider, I think.
Okay.
So this one's the RWD Spider. So it makes 640 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque, something like that. All going to the rear wheels. And
I love what they did with the new Huracan, dude.
oh, look at that.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I love how they took bits from the Performante, like the rear exhaust, how it's
Yeah.
the dual tip right in the middle now.
Okay, rear wheel drive V10 convertible Lamborghini. What's better than that, dude?
And the Evo version, which is nice.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Look at that.
Yeah, I want one.
I do.
Looks
Yeah,
sick.
I love the rear ends of the Huracan.
So yeah, well, this is the one that the kid's gonna get in the future.
With $3.
Sad news out of Deutschland, Germany. You know how BMW and like Porsche, they do like this European delivery program where you can buy your car here and then you can go to Europe, pick it up, drive through Germany, Autobahn, all that fun stuff, and then they'll put it on a boat for you and they ship it here. BMW is sadly shutting down the European delivery program for its US market, which
Forever?
Is that COVID
now
related?
forever. No, it's not COVID related. I mean, probably it's influenced by it, but they're saying that they saw a general decrease in customers from the United States opting for the European delivery program, especially since they started like they have a Spartanburg delivery program where you can pick up your car from Spartanburg, South Carolina, North Carolina. Which Carolina is it? One of the Carolinas. And you get a track day, you get a whole event there, you get a tour of their Spartanburg plant, and the upside is you don't have to fucking leave the country and then wait for your car to ship on a boat for like 6 months, 4 months, 3 months.
Yeah,
So
but the downside, you don't get to visit Europe.
exactly. And this is because I actually had our family had the privilege of doing a European delivery because my dad done it before, and it's the best car buying experience
Yeah, it seems
ever,
like it.
dude.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like they treat you like a VIP. You get a discount on the hotel. They drive you from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to the BMW Welt. You do the factory tour, which is sick, and then you do the Welt tour, which is sick. Everything is sick, and then like
It's our favorite word on this podcast.
the lobby, like you sit in the lobby, and then you get like free food and shit, and like the food's hella good.
That's
And
awesome.
then, like it's such a cool experience. Then you get to drive your car on the streets it was made for, Autobahn and shit like that. The best part is then when you're done, you just go to one of their drop-off centers. You just drop off your car, and then 3 months later, magically your car is at your local dealership. Like it's fantastic.
That's epic.
So they're sadly shutting it down, which is sad because my other friend that went with us back in 2013, we were like, yeah, at some point in our lives, we're going to do another European delivery, as a throwback.
Psych.
Yeah. And now that's not an option anymore. So
Don't
it's
worry,
kinda
Carth.
sad.
I'm sure the one in North Carolina is the same, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Same experience.
How much is that packet, or how much is that package to do?
It doesn't cost you anything. It's actually cheaper.
What?
So if you opt for a European delivery, sometimes they'll give you the German MSRP, which is lower than the US. You pay for everything else though. The cost of the
Oh,
trip.
okay. You
They
just have
give
to
you
get there.
Exactly. The actual program didn't cost anything.
That's
So-
awesome.
So
Yeah, I
sometimes
don't see the reason why they would cancel it then.
Nobody's doing it.
nobody's doing it, I guess.
But it's like, I mean, it's supposed to be something special. I don't expect a lot of people to do it. But
Maybe they have like certain placeholders for like, okay, this many are allowed from this country, this many are allowed from this country. So if they free up the US spaces, then they can give it to other countries that are maybe still doing it more.
that makes
I
sense.
saw a lot of Germans doing it, dude. Like if you're living in Germany buying a BMW, fucking
Hell
do the
yeah.
European delivery
Yeah.
all the time. It's a sick experience. But
It's not exactly the same though. It's like, oh, I've been here before. I
Yeah,
live
right.
here.
yeah, I just went across the street, you know, I'll just go back
Yeah.
home now.
Like, wow, European delivery.
Yeah, I went on the
They'll probably
freeway.
do the
That want to go
Spartanburg
again.
They probably left to the Spartanburg delivery.
They have their
But yeah,
car made in Germany, shipped to North
To
Carolina, and
US.
shipped
shipped
back.
it back. Oh my god, yeah, but so that's gone now, and that's kind of sad.
Oh, that sucks.
I bet you if enough people make noise, they're like, "No, I want to do European delivery," then they might do it. I don't know.
Maybe if the Chinese complain about it.
You know, whatever they say, it's all fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do it because you're. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to our podcast this week. As always, you can find us at thecurbsidepodcast.com, where you find a Libsyn link, which will link you to our Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, and so on.
And as I said before, you can find us out on social media, on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast, Facebook at the Curbside Podcast, and Twitter at Curbside Pod. Hit us up, slide in our DMs.
We're not doing that again, dude.
Break boost your way into our DM.
Euro delivery your car to our DMs.
Put it in first, dump the clutch into our DMs. But yeah.
Launch control into our DMs.
Yeah, hit us up with any questions. If you want to talk about anything, if you want us to talk about anything, if you want to give us a sponsorship, anything of that sort.
Thank you to Kid Dope for the intro and outro to our show, Fast Cars and Wild Carts.
And as always, my
Clutch kick into our DMs.
I can't even, dude.
Oh.
God damn it.
And as always, my name is Jeff.
Barth.
I'm Andrew.
Drive safe, and life is too short to drive foreign cars. Got anything else, Andrew?
No.
He does. He's laughing at us.
Reverse park into our DMs.